Well, hello from the house. We got home from Ohio. What is today? Today's Sunday. No, today's Monday. Today's Monday. I get confused. We got home yesterday, which was Sunday. Early yesterday evening. And kind of rested this morning, but this afternoon, been busy. Wanted to walk you through what I've been working on with Ren today. I've already done the driver's side. Want to make sure I could do it without completely screwing it up before I filmed it. But in order to fit 40s, and that's kind of the subject of this video, is what does it take to run 40s on a Wrangler? Probably the same thing on the Gladiator, but in this case specifically, a JLU Wrangler. Because it is a lot more than just a lift and some gears and some tires, and you're good to go. The other thing for us right now is we are running the 40-inch tires on the stock Rubicon axles, which I know is going to fire off a lot of red flags, a lot of comments going, "You can't do that," and to an extent, you're right. But I think people underestimate how much stronger the axles on the JLU Rubicons are compared to the older JKs. On the older JKs, I would say you couldn't run 37s on them, just because the axle tubes were had a much smaller diameter, much thicker tubes, much weaker knuckles and stuff on the front. When the JLs came out in 2018, they really beefed up the axles. They're still a Dana 44, but they're a much stronger Dana 44. The biggest weakness that you're going to have is, one, bring in pinion size, because it's a Dana 44. There's nothing you can do about that. And the axle shafts. So to deal with the axle shaft issue, we put in RCVs in the front. These are some of the strongest axle shafts that you can find. And we know these will absolutely handle the weight and the rotational mass of a 40-inch tire. So axle shafts, not a problem. You can't really see it here, but one key difference on, I think, the 25s and up, I think they made this change in 2025, is the rear is now a full float rear axle, which means the axle shaft, which is hidden behind this little cap here, is not directly connected or not bolted in to the hub assembly like they used to be on the 24 and under JLs. They now have a full float rear axle, so there is no weight being supported by the axles. They're only spinning the axles, which makes it inherently stronger to have a full float rear axle. And we upgraded these to also RCV chromoly rear shafts, so much stronger too. So, proper lift, axle shafts, gears. Let's talk about the gears, because we are sticking with the Dana 44s, or the M220s. I think M220s is the official designation with the JL axles, or the JL Rubicon axles. M210, M220 for the front and rear. Because we were sticking with these axles, we did not want to go up to 513 or even 538 gears, which is what a lot of people run 40s with. So we stuck with 488s. That way, we could retain some strength in the running and pinion versus going to a higher gear ratio there. And for those that want to know how well that does with 40s on a Wrangler, I want to stress, on a lightweight Wrangler, we're keeping this light also deliberately because of the 40-inch tires. Kara would not let me drive my Gladiator home. She insisted on driving this all the way back from Ohio on the interstate, and averaged over 15 miles per gallon, had no problems holding 8th gear. We stuck with the 4.56s on our last Wrangler with the 38s, and so had a pretty good experience from that the 40s with the 488 gears, keeping it light, would run them no problem. And so far, they're freaking fantastic. I mean, 15 miles per gallon on 40s. That's awesome. That's real awesome. So you may be wondering what I'm doing now. And really, two things. One, Kara decided we painted this black to accent behind the M on the metal fender liners. But with Kara's little blue accents and stuff, Kara thought, let's paint that blue. So painting that blue, I'll show you what it looks like on the other side because that's already done. And the other thing that you've got to do with 40s is probably the least fun. And that is you've got to trim the pinch seam. Because as I showed in the last video, the last vlog video, the tire comes all up in this pinch seam. And you don't want that rubbing into your tire on the trail. So you gotta cut here, gotta cut here, and then it's good to go. Here's what that blue looks like in the fender well. Just a little pop of color. I think that looks really good. Also removing the rock rail, one, to help me cut this pinch seam, and two, because we've got new rock rails coming, so the factory ones are going bye-bye. Just that easy. Yeah. That's good. That's good. All right, it's getting dark, but almost done. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Heck yeah. A little light would be helpful. Probably a good headlamp. There we go. Aha! Got it. Bingo. Fender liner is back in. The blue looks so good. Go. Done. Well, there is the new pinch seam. That should give us a lot of room Cut out good about that much of it. Here's the front. Lines up really nicely with the fender liner. Well, there you go. I think we're in good shape. Little blood. I mean, if your knuckles not bleeding, are you really working on your Jeep? I don't think so. A whole lot of sweat. No tears. No tears. Kara will have tears once she gets out wheeling this. So a little blood, sweat, and tears to put 40s on a JLU Rubicon. So, on Thursday, so if in a few days, we're going to take it to a forklift and check all the things out, do what we did before we left Lehman Upfit, and check it out with articulating everything. And then Saturday we head to Moab. Still got a few more finishing touches. Rock rails coming. Hopefully some more Distinction Applied stuff coming. I've got some project. All right, sorry about that. Battery died. Where was I? Hopefully some more Distinction Applied stuff. We got some little projects to work on Sully. I'll continue with the daily vlog stuff until we head out to Moab. So if you got any questions, put them in the comments. We're happy to answer. But just know this is our first time with Jeep on 40s. So if you want to see us break everything, because you think we will, be sure and subscribe. If you want to see if we actually pulled this off, because we're going to be running the hardest trails in Moab. Trails that have broken U-joints on my Gladiator 2 times in a row. Be sure and subscribe. If you just like us and you want to, carry on with our adventures, be sure and subscribe. There's a thing there. And all of the pertinent links for everything, Patreon, Hemi Swap stuff, links to gear and stuff, and all that's in the description. I'm really tired. I'm ready to go now take a shower. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.